The band sound check and a nervy time for the crew. Will it all still work? Each member builds up a close relationship with his musician, getting to know how each likes things done, becoming a team. It's the gelling of technician and musician that makes the magic. That is Marillion. Time too for a last tweak on the lights. Showtime is drawing near.
You get little special effects like on this one. I have what they call slash drapes hanging off the back of the stage set, which are just silver thin strips on bouncing lights off onto the backdrop. And you've got colour changes in front of them. So you get this immense waving effect like water, if you want, on the backdrop. All sorts of little things. We have cloud projectors and gobo changers, colour mags in the air, 6 follow spots on it.
But what sort of person really wants to work 16 hours a day in this, undoubtedly the unglamorous end of the music business?
It takes a rare breed of people really to be able to stand it. There's a lot of more qualified or physically endowed people that can't hack it, you know. You can usually tell within a week or two of somebody who comes into the business whether they're going to be in it for a short period of time or whether they're going to be in it for a lifetime. And if they take to it, then it does tend to be a career in a true sense, like show business, that it does actually get into your blood.
For sound engineer Chris Hedge, otherwise known as Privet, no sound check can be too long. His work for Marillion producing that sound for a long time. It's all very well making a record in a studio, but live is another matter entirely. And a top band like Marillion need someone like Privet at the helm.
Well, I think it's just a completely different medium. I mean, though it may seem the same, it is very different. You see, in the studio you have time to go over and redo things, have more than one crack at it. But live, it's really, you're having to sort of like think on your feet all the time. But then, having said that, as the tour goes on, if you've got the right stuff coming out of the left and right outputs, then it's going to sound good. All you can do is make the speakers sound good. If the hall's horrible, then the hall's horrible. So yesterday's gig was one of the worst in Europe, definitely. I hate it. And then today is lovely. It's a bit harsh at sound check, but when it's full, it's lovely, hi-fi.
A last brush-up. It's not long till showtime. And a final slap of paint. Everything has to be perfect. Food, and about time. But it's all part of the wicky-wacky world of rock and roll. But what about the naughty bits everyone talks about?
There is the sex, drugs and rock and roll element, but in today's modern society of rock and roll, when you've got 10 or 12 articulated trucks full of equipment, the sex aspect really goes out the window because 3 hours sleep is much more worthwhile. and the rock and roll, well, that's for the musicians, you know. And the drugs, well, you know, they're around in society anyway, really. I mean, it's the people who are going to take them regardless of whatever profession they're in anyway, really. So it's not really the way it is. I mean, that was 1960, that was 1970, you know. The business has got its place in society now, and it's a professional job, you know. It's as simple as that, really.
Even for an now-soiled and seasoned outfit like Marillion, there's always pre-gig tension, and especially tonight, a vital date in the French tour. As the Parisians await their heroes, so backstage in a different mood, the band await the audience. A sight, a sound, the might of a fish, and the crowd. It all spells magic. So Marillion finally hit the Paris stage, and thanks to the other band the fans never see, it's a fair assumption they'll be hitting another stage tomorrow night.
Trapped in the indecision of another 5 minutes, and you sit there and ask me to tell you the story so far. This is the story so far.